Gachiakuta chapter 95 is here, and boy, this chapter, I just had to cover it. This is my first chapter review on here about Gachiakuta, and I just had to review this chapter. Because boy, does this chapter really sets up the hype for the rest of this arc and raises a lot of questions as to where it's going, and I just had to cover it here with you guys. So, chapter 95, Gachiakuta is 5 more chapters until the 100th chapter mark. And that's a huge achievement for the likes of Gachiakuta that has been around for a while. And needs a little bit more engagement from the manga community because it's not really all that talks about, at least from my perspective. But this manga is going places and it's now reaching its 100th chapter mark. And this chapter here is gonna set up a lot of things for this arc that we're now experiencing. That's the information broker arc, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, first and foremost, the chapter started off with basically the information broker there met and he challenged them to a game of tag on the highway. Yeah, right? And we're in this landscape, this new city, this abandoned town, and apparently there's these trash beats among in this city. And the information broker, I don't know what to call him, let's just call him info broker. And he prolongs this chase. And as you can see, he's afraid of these beasts, the into these beasts chasing him. So the beasts are chasing, they're wild animals, and he's on the chase. He has his own two horses that he uses, and I found that pretty cool. They have a little unique design to them, and this really goes to show the diversity of these trash beasts that they come in different forms: horses, tigers, whatever. And the information broker is running away from them, and that we see the cleaners being attacked, being barraged by these trash beasts, and you know, our boy Engine is baffled about how insane these beasts are, and yeah, they are, especially in numbers. This is very overwhelming by the looks of it, and we see our boy Engine with his umbrella piercing through them, slashing, dashing, all that stuff, right? And claiming how this is a very exciting trip, exciting chase, and yeah, it is. It does look quite fun, and we're looking at it, and basically, oh my god, what's her name again? Rio, I don't know how she moves like this with this huge ass scissors, but she's moving. And we see her on one of the rears on top of the van, cutting down these beasts, and she's swinging and she's moving. And trust me, I don't know how she been moving like that, but she is moving. Flipping, spinning on her head top, on her hands, and moving with this scissors jinky. And it's really cool. I like her fight choreography. I really love to see her in action. I find it pretty cool. So yeah, we see her on one rear taking care of these trash beats, and there's this clean ass shot with our boy Rudo at the end of the vehicle. I think he's on the back end of the vehicle, on top of it, watching as these beats come on to them. And I'm really curious as to what he's gonna do as we see him stare, and he's talking about how he got something from Remlin back in Canvas Town, a brush that he got, a empty brush basically. And when I was reading, I know you guys were like thinking, if you read this chapter already, you were thinking, what is our boy Rudo doing? And I saw this sick ass panel with a lot of detail, a lot of shading. I love the way it's written, drawn here. And this shot really, I see the ink falling under the pen, and boy, I'm like, shit, why is my boy Rudo gonna pull off? I was so hyped. I was like, there is no way he's gonna do what I think he's gonna do. And I see these inks dropping on the floor, and I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. What is he doing? And this panel creeping up with the beast crawling underground, crawling on the ink. And in the next panel or so, we see spikes coming up from the floor, spikes spiking up into the air from these inks. And I'm like, oh, I had to stop there for a second and look, like, did my boy Rudo's weaponize ink out of a pen? And I'm like, it instantly reminded me of this black sand in Naruto, from like, sorcery or whatever. These black sands, I don't know what they're maybe made of, most likely metal or whatever type of material, you know. But he created black spikes that instantly shredded dozens of these tigers, trash beats like animals, and it's insane. Even the information broker was shocked as to how Rudo expected his information that he received about him, that this kid did not have this amount of power, right? And even I was surprised. I did not know my boy Rudo grown this much. And he come a long way, pulling off stunts like this. Even the other team members are baffled by his newfound strength. and how much he can learn. And Rudo, claims our boy Engine, telling him that he didn't expect it to be this strong either. Even he's in denial as to how strong he is, and he's wondering if maybe if it's something that is handed down to him by someone else, maybe someone special or dear to him, who he built a bond with. The power that he can draw out of the weapon is, of the item, is more powerful, and so that's a new discovery on Rudo's part, and I find that really interesting. So that's pretty dope. We got Rio here saying with the likes of this, they can actually reach the information broker much faster. And oh boy, Engine is freaking out and saying, let's not jinx it or whatever. And yeah, we slowly go back into the vehicle where we see this kid. I don't remember his name. The guy that looks like the what do you call it? A raccoon. The guy that looks like the raccoon from the Raiders, the X-Raider. And yeah, he's saying exactly what we think. That the Raiders are pretty cool, but the cleaners are really, really cool. And he's really excited about how cool they are, taking down the trash beats. And I found that really admirable. He's a very kind kid, kind of weird to think that he was once a part of an evil organization, as far as we can tell. And they just panel with another vehicle pulling up on the roadside, and I was not slow to what was happening here. I knew that the moment we had someone here thinking about how cool the Raiders are and how the Cleaners are much cooler, I would see the next vehicle pulling up. And I know following chapters that the Raiders are planning to come to the information broker. When I saw this pulling up, I was like, when I saw next vehicle pulling up on the highway, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, this is happening. And we see a nice little panel over where the raccoon kid looking through the window, and we see this new member that was revealed to us pull it up in this really old looking old school vehicle on the highway. And our boy is shocked as he looks to the left and he's the leader of the Vandals. The leader of the Vandals staring at him dead in the eye through the window with our boy, what's his name again? Jabber, standing on top of the vehicle looking straight down on them, and he's like, hi there, cleaners. Well, it isn't the cleaners. And boy, this is why I said the chapter was so high, because it really is fun. It sets up a lot of questions. And you thought this arc was just gonna be a little chase. Apparently not. Here comes the big bad guys coming to ruin the party. So now it's gonna be a chase on the both ends to see who can reach information broker faster. And this is really hype. I really like the way this arc is going. Ryu's gonna set up a nice fight. I can see Ryu going up against another female, like the next female of the same scene, as though the other female of the Vandals, she died. There's a new replacement, this other girl here that could fight and have a little connection with Ryu. We could have a rematch between Rudo and the Vandal leader guy. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name properly. Engine could go up against Jabber, or we could even have Jabber go against Rudo during this arc. And Engine, I don't think we've even seen Engine go fully out since this releasing of this chapter of this manga. And so I like to see him go all out, and they could have a nice little chase. And at the end of this chase of fighting the information broker, once both parties catches up, or during their chase, they can have a little battle. And boy, I'm really hyped for the way this arc is going. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, his name is Fu. The raccoon guy is Fu. Pretty weird name. So yeah, he is scared, blown out of his mind that his ex-leader is here. And yeah, they're shocked that he jumped ship, and he knows he's gonna get his ass beat if the cleaners don't get the Vandals out of here. So he better hopes that the Vandals does lose this chase and they get out of here, or else he's cooked. And so the chapter ends off there with Fu screaming that he wants help because of course he's scared out of his mind that the Vandals are here, and even the information broker knew they were coming. So yeah, this arc is setting up to be really good. Chapter 95 of Gachiakuta, always 5 chapters away to this 100 chapter mark. This chapter is getting real good. It's my first chapter review of this manga. And yeah, if you like what I have to say, please, of course, subscribe if you're new here or not. Blackclover fans, if you're here and watching this and you like Gachiakuta, look out for more chapter reviews like this. And without further ado, see you in another one. Peace.